like the, yeah, sure, whatever, that's fine, I can deal with nudity and stuff. And then immediately after, it showed the horrible cutscene with the mind flare creeping into your eye, and it's like, great, could have done without that, though.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds
I just
unpleasant.
looked away.
Yeah. I miss. We're on
Couldn't
now.
have given me a warning for that.
For the stream or the mind flares?
Mind flares, always the mind
right.
flares.
That's fair then, that's fair.
I guess now would be a bad time to tell you that there are more ice cream moments that you can potentially get later on in the game.
Yeah, there's
What
just
if
a lot of
no?
yuck in that game.
What if perhaps no?
What if no?
What
What if I
if-
just decide that's not the campaign I want to follow, and I just leave?
I support you.
I mean, you can, but I do know that depending on how things go, there's at least a couple of things where, hey, if you don't do this, you're going to get a bad end. And one of them actually involves making sure that Gale doesn't just get eaten by his stupid portal.
That's
Because
another
if you
thing.
just
I needed to restart Baldur's Gate because I've never even met Gale, and I was already almost at Moonrise Towers, and I had just done everything in the wrong order, so I missed a ton of stuff.
Spoilers Miss says spoilers. I don't know what's
that?
I don't understand I don't know anything about the game, but
I'm sorry.
No story spoilers, as Miss says. So, hi. I don't know what constitutes a spoiler. No, not Christy. Okay. Sorry, I told you off, Christy, and I'm wrong. Tell me off.
No, that's fine. I talk a lot, and I don't think when I ramble.
I mean, the fun thing about Baldur's Gate is with a lot of the spoiler things, it's either one of those things of like out of context, it's entirely nonsense, or like Christy said, the game will legitimately let you do things in different orders. So like, one of Asterion's things later on is like he has a vampire lord who's his master, and it's like, hey, we don't like this guy, we want to get rid of this guy. And like sort of the intention is like, oh, we're going to have Asterion be part of the party while we're dealing with the guy because, character development, end of an arc and whatnot. But you could just do it without him. You could just go and kill the Vampire Lord Master without Asterion there, and he gets so pissed at you too. So like, there's a lot of things that you could just sort of like not deal with that. For better or worse.
Quick question, Christy. What's the draw?
I'm drawing a plastic bag in a hamper in front of me.
Okay, I thought it was a dragon coming out of a mug.
Oh,
Also good.
Also good. But yay, welcome to Stram. How is all?
I would just like to have the game to make the vampire happy. You and many, 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 many other people. I am not surprised that he's sort of become the first darling, as it were. Followed very quickly by our lovely tiefling barbarian, who is just delightful.
I mean, it's like you give Dungeons and Dragons players who are notoriously also a lot of them are queer, and you give them a vampire twink with a sad backstory, like that's just how it's gonna go.
Vampire twink with a sad backstory. Yes, and then on a similar vein, you also gave them a very large buff woman who is literally so hot she's on fire.
Yeah, like I don't know what they expect.
No, I think they knew exactly what they were doing, and in fact, Like,
Yeah,
no one should be surprised that these were the first two characters that people sort of latched onto and went, yes.
This is another one of those sort of good omens-y situations where, given my exposure to this game being pictures on Tumblr, as far as I'm concerned, they're just the protagonists. That's
I mean,
the
they
game is
can
just
be.
about those two, right?
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
That's the fun thing. So, Baldur's Gate 3, now everyone is like, you can make your own character, but also you can just play as one of these 6,
Oh.
which leads to some other interesting things that you might not see if you're playing as your own character.
Yeah, I've been tempted to do an Astarion playthrough.
I did not know that. I did not
Yep.
know that.
Now that I'm starting over anyway.
Yeah, there's a couple of other party members that you can't play as, but the 6 main ones you see floating around, all 6 of those you can play as.
There's no door handle.
There is
So
no door
you can
handle.
play as Lord Hot Barbarian Tiefling, or Sassy Elf Rogue, or Capital W Wizard with a talking cat.
I've not seen any of these characters. Capital W Wizard, you say?
Yes, he is very much a wizard.
Ooh.
That's Gale. He is
It's from Dark
so
Souls 3, isn't it?
funny, in my opinion. Just so awkward sometimes, where it's like, sir, you are using way too many words in this sentence.
It's like young me.
And then you've got Shadowheart, our cleric, with a questionable goddess.
Yeah,
Can't
I
have
like
a-
this.
And then we have literally an alien, because the Githyanki are not from our planet.
Gotta have an alien in D&D.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, it's a Mind Flayer story. There's going to be aliens involved,
Hey,
essentially.
Very Sherlock Holmesy.
That's not what I expected to hear, but yeah, okay.
And then we've got
Deny
also a gentleman who's a famous adventurer type character, but also he's a warlock, so that adds all sorts of lovely angst to go there.
Cthulhu Daddy is in the game. Okay.
Oh god.
Good for him.
Yeah.
That...
But yeah, so you can play as any of those 6, or play as another character and romance any of those 6, or play one of those 6 and romance another one of those 6. But there's like 4 or 5 potential other party members that you can't play as but can pick up, though you can't pick up all of them. There's a couple of them where
Too
it's like
heavy.
you can't pick them up in the same party.
Many Cthulhus. The
Wow,
plural is
see?
Cthulhi. Who's this cutie peeking over the dragon?
Cthulhuphobes.
It's a little cat. I wanted to be in the plastic bag, but I realized that I don't have the abilities to draw that. Without a
Also,
reference.
don't put cats in plastic bags. It's dangerous.
Yeah, don't. This one is just up to shenanigans.
Cthulhu hoops. There's a line of toys, Cthulhu hoops.
Orbeez, except it's Cthulhu.
I'm trying to think of other like eldritch beings you can turn into toys.
I mean, probably any of them if you try hard enough.
You could Hydra's like a super soaker, I guess. Yeah, what are we doing today? are we spriting?
Yeah, I didn't cut out any others, though I can do a few real quick because I was doing laundry, but I do still have 7 that are already set, ready to go.
Cool. I still have a couple from last time as well, so if we run out, life's good. And we might run out because, so far, all we've demonstrated that we're really, just blitzing through this stream. Cracking on. We've gotten to the, what the stream's about in only 16 minutes. Don't hide the kitten away in the corner.
Who's this business cat in a newsboy hat?
I've just been very busy, so I wanted to draw a busy cat.
I thought he was delivering newspapers as a nod to Sherlock's adventure.
We could go with that as well. There's a cactus sitting in there.
Oh no. How terrible.
Cactus?
Oh, no.
See, and that's the other thing with it. So we do have prickly pear cactus and a couple of other breeds of cactus around here. And I have had to sit with small children who apparently decided it was a good idea to like kick them around as someone with a pair of tweezers pulls out the needles, because it's like, hey, that's what happens when you kick cactus around.
Oi, 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 extra, extra, read all about it. Local detective poisoned by cactus spine. Yeah, speaking of poison.
Speaking of poison, English accents?
Yes.
So I apologize in advance.
Oh.
With the sprite sheet, for some reason, they decided that green wasn't appropriate to use as a background color. And this is a purple sprite. And it just looks really odd.
I have a feeling I know what this might be. Not certain. So what can I misconstrue?
Well, you're either going to draw something semi-accurate, or you're going to just choose chaos and draw something off the wall.
Take a guess, Win.
I'm going to take a guess that I'm going to eventually scroll down and see that you've drawn a Muppet.
How can I make a Muppet out of it? It's not on screen. This is Akira.
Kind of want to preface this by warning that I'm in a weird mood, and we know what happens when I get into weird moods on stream.
It's fun.
Horrors.
Fun happens.
So, just a heads up.
I mean, this is already a good start for horrors, so.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, regardless of if you know what this is or not, this is very clearly not just a human man. Unlike the random pose practice from Mortal Kombat.
I like them already. Big. Yeah, how's Akira today? Half and tired.
Hopefully you've recovered from the nonsense that was yesterday.
Yeah, I was worried about it.
Yeah, we all were.
Yeah, I was looking up stuff with that just to have additional pair of eyes to help with things, and it's like, oh, it takes multiple chickens
Yeah. That felt no. That felt no.
Thing is, I if I remember the first level's like in a mansion, and it's like lots of interconnected rooms, and you can't really sort of see what's going on, and it's sort of more claustrophobic. And I feel like that's probably more interesting than the big open space of just being able to stand back and see where the guy's going. So I think maybe if we'd started on that one,
Yeah,
if we started
maybe.
on that one, it would have been spooky, and we would have stopped earlier.
Yeah, also probably that.
I do find it interesting though that with the mechanic of like if you're holding a chicken, they eat the chicken instead of eating you. So that was
Yeah,
interesting.
it would have, you know.
But also, yeah, no, if they're healing every time they eat an unpoisoned chicken, it's like, damn it. This is now just tedious.
Yeah. Also, because I fully had like no. Maybe that was also just me, but I just had fully no clue what was going on at any given time because I still barely knew what our objective was at the end.
Yeah, we probably didn't explain stuff. It's the issue with games that involve like panic. It's like panic and communication.
I
As
mean,
soon as I worked out what we needed to do, at least in the short term, I was just like, right, I need to do it, and didn't explain to anyone else what it was.
that's also not your fault because also, I should have been able to work it out, but I also just fully didn't. Because also the game didn't say anything.
Yeah,
Except
the
for the
game. So
fucking jump scares. That guy scared me more often than
well,
the
and
fucking radio guy.
that's another thing that like I don't think unless it was explained while I wasn't paying attention, or if there was some sort of like intro thing that had text that explained it. Apparently, lore-wise, what's happening is so 100 years ago, you guys found the journal of like, oh, there used to be a couple that lived on this property,
Yeah.
but the husband got cursed with this like eating curse thing, and she used a magic box to like seal him up and then buried the box somewhere. What then happened is in modern times, a new family moved in. The wife found the box, opened the box, got the eating curse, and I guess sort of her body started warping to look more like the guy from 100 years ago. So that's her running around the farm eating chickens and eating you. And apparently it's her husband that's called in to like, we need to shut this down. We need to stop her because she's already like eaten our kids.
That is an
Well,
issue.
that could have been. I didn't get any of that.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't know if there was like any sort of like text explanation that would have happened before the thing, or if it's just you're supposed to pick that up by finding these because you found the entries of like from the lady from 100 years ago.
Yeah.
But I don't think anyone had picked up anything about like the family who had been in there recently.
That was in there were notes about that in the house, but the problem is you really don't want to stay in that house any longer than you need to. So
No.
hello.
Because that's bad.
Yeah, it's real bad.
Yeah, like I assume all the clues were there. It's just that like you're not gonna like search for lore when you know you're on a timer, you know?
Yeah.
Well, especially when it's like you can't really run away so well from this.
No,
you just
like
can't run
that
away.
that'd be another thing. Like if you could actually like run from him, you'd be like, yeah, that's fine. We can like go look for this, and then like if he comes close, we'll run away. But that's not a thing. So
That's been the theme of like the couple of spooky games that we've had sort of played together, is that like the game hasn't, if there is such a mechanic, the game certainly hasn't told you how to deal with things like after you've been seen.
yeah.
You know, I only knew to use the torches on the dogs in the sort of most recent backrooms level because Dark said so. And that's the game didn't tell me. I think that's the
Yeah,
first time we've had agency in those levels.
I think Backrooms in that regard is also different because Backrooms is designed to be like very trial and error, you know? I don't know. That does like hit different for me. Because the thing with Backrooms is that there's just not really anything. Like, except for... That sounds really rude. I'm sorry.
Oh, the harsh criticisms of Chib.
I
Yeah,
mean,
Backrooms at least feels like your characters are sort of stuck in a time loop type thing where it's like we live, we die, we live again.
yeah,
Now we have more context.
That's kind of what I mean. That's more articulated than what I try to say. But like, it's very much like, you know, there's a time loop. There's something where you're not supposed to be like able to figure it out in one go. It's because things are supposed to be weird and like nothing is really supposed to make sense. You're supposed to like find these notes that warn you for something. And like, because that's also because like, you know, it's also supposed to like be that way because it also like saves some of your progress, you know, like you're not like completely like if
Yeah,
you
like
reset a
whenever
level, it keeps
Oh yeah.
like you keep your stuff, you keep your things, or like, you know,
the
things you've
things you've
done.
unlocked stay unlocked, and if you've
Yeah.
completed a level, you don't have to redo that level. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, with this, it's just like, sure, you might have to replay it, but in theory, you should be able to just get it in one go.
Yeah.
But you can't because, like, the guy is on a schedule. Or the lady, I guess. I don't know. I still don't know what's going on with that.
I think the idea is that basically she's being possessed by the ghost of the guy from 100 years ago who got the curse, so now her body's like warped to look more like him. I don't know, it wasn't very clear, but apparently this is the wife of the current family who was living in there, or what's left of the family. Apparently she ate all of her kids. Yay.
Oh, Kiro said about the paper with the shining light. Sorry, I missed that. My apologies. Should have guessed. Kiro knows all.
Mm-hmm.
We know this.
True. We do know this.
This is
People in chat
such
saying
an
this is body
awkward
horror, and
hand.
I'm trying to make it look not like the body horror that they saying it is.
This wasn't supposed to be body horror?
I mean, it's not. I wouldn't put this in like a children's cartoon or anything, but well, maybe Courage the Cowardly Dog, but
Oh, none of this body.
I grew up in the 90s, like, children's cartoons is where it was at. The body horror.
yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of freaky stuff in cartoons in there. And every day I'm reminded of yet another cartoon where it's like, oh god, yeah, that was a thing, wasn't it? Like I was reminded yesterday of like a cartoon about a bunch of cows living in sort of a Western, like U.S. Western themed type area, but like the premise of it was sort of strange, but it's like we've got cowboys, literally cowboys.
That's kind of neat.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Interesting.
In fact, that was the part of the title, Cowboys, but cow was an acronym for Code of the West.
Of course.
Sure.
Look, when you're making backronyms, you just sort of use what you can.
And boy is an acronym of Boy of Yeast.
Is it?
Well, bovine probably would have made more sense. Anyway. And that's just making me think about how there are two O's in cowboy, but they're pronounced differently. That the English language.
I mean, that's just English.
Yeah.
Look, when you've only got like 26 letters to work with, sometimes some letters have to pull double duty when it comes to phonetics. And every single vowel pulls at least triple duty.
I mean, yeah, that's true. I guess that's also just in general true for most languages. Like,
Yeah, the main languages I can think of that don't do that are usually ones where it's like, where you've got like the different accents. So you've got like E, and then you've got E with 2 dots, and then you've got E with a little accent thing on top of it. Umlauts? I think that's what the dots are called, umlauts.
yeah, umlaut.
I can just see like an inch of your drawing chip and it's looking horrible.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna continue until someone stops me, so it is becoming more horrible by the second.
I'm done.
I'm sorry.
I'm also done, basically.
You just do
Okay.
final shading.
Am I being stopped?
You're being freed.
I mean, do we have the power to stop you?
I don't know.
Goodness.
Anyway, I'm gonna zoom.
Oh, that's a lot of veins.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
never
you
seen
probably
you
could have
draw
just
like
kept going
this.
with that one, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Pretty much. I was
made-
ready to continue for the rest of the stream, honestly.
You made one of those
So good though.
Final Fantasy enemies that's just like a weird
Fun.
biological experiment.
Yeah, I was about to say, I wouldn't be surprised to see this in like your Final Fantasy like 1 through 4-ish in that sprite style. Just like, oh god, what is that thing? No one can tell.
Yeah, this
Oh,
enemy
I
is called
forgot the
Unknown
art.
6.
Like except for the veins, I'm absolutely in love with it.
It's real cool. Do you know what? Speaking of weird cartoons, let's see if I can remember who they are. No, that's not it.
Christy, I love that you basically just drew Jacob Horse from Rugby.
And I was thinking Jacob Horse. I just couldn't remember how the ears were, but meh. It's recognizable as Jacob Horse. Yay!
Yeah. It's Jacob Horse with a big boxing glove on his arm.
I was thinking like it's showing a cape.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I was
Very
thinking, like
short
some sort of
cape.
blanket or something.
Ah,
that makes
Matador.
more sense.
Jacob Horse, the Matador.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to annoy me now. What's the name of the...
What's the name of the
This is a cartoon. I will find this thing. I won't find this thing.
From hell or
Anyway,
high water.
there is a cartoon character, and this looks like the... Let's make an eldritch horror out of it. The head looks just like it, and I'm trying to think.
Oh.
But I also love Ragdoll. Yours is like reminding me of Zoidberg.
Yeah, a little bit. I can see it.
Yeah. So something about, I think it's the eye.
Yeah.
They're just kind of,
The eye and
What do you mean, miss? Why don't you like any of these? You don't like Jacob Horse?
Just focus on one corner.
and yes, Kiro, you did see it right. This
Oh.
is a Ridley
Yeah.
from
Well,
the Metroid.
From
The original.
the Metroid.
Oh,
The original.
fucking cool.
Okay.
Now, obviously, this picture that I've posted is him in more modern, not 5 pixels high styles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But this is like turning around or something. Or doing a jig.
And
I think it's just facing to the right.
Ridley's thigh size has decreased.
Yeah.
already.
There's some
That's
water
the
on the
only
knee during this first game.
They removed the badonk.
But his wings have gotten bigger.
Yeah, also that. Lot
Although,
bigger.
to be fair, because this is just a thing that happens in franchises, even if it doesn't make any sense. Some of the games where Ridley shows up, it's not exactly Ridley. It's like we've got like weird genetic experimentation stuff going on, nonsense. So that's also a thing that happens.
Some definitely friends. Yes, you're right, Lewis.
Definitely friends, TM.
Definitely friends.
Also, I just noticed the booties, Chris.
Yeah. The idea was that they're coming out in like a puff of smoke, and I was going to do a genie lamp, but I was like, I can't interpret that as a genie lamp. Oh, they're little boots.
Yeah.
Cute.
Genie boots.
Little genie boots.
The rest
Shine
makes
your
me
shoes and a
very
genie comes out.
Yeah.
Okay, I this is the worst way of me doing.
Mm-hmm.
But if I do that, no, it doesn't work. Look, I'm gonna do something annoying.
Oh,
When don't you,
Lovely.
Chris?
What kind of annoying thing are you
Oh.
gonna do? Oh.
Right, this is a collection of pink cartoon characters. The only way I could find the character I was looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that guy.
That one.
Who?
I have no idea who that is.
I recognize him, but I do not know the name of this man.
Look, it's the same
Who
face.
is this man?
I don't know. That's the problem. I've googled so many things. This is the best I've got.
Hero. You know things. Who is this man?
This might be the end of Hero's expertise.
Recognize them too, but don't know from where.
I want to call them like Snork or Snark or Snurk or Sniggle Snuck. Well, I looked up Snork, and that's a different cartoon with like aliens with snorkels on their heads.
I don't want to see that.
But yeah, no, you're right, Chris. That does look like someone took, like, we're gonna take this face shape and turn and like slap it onto a monster body.
Neat.
And yeah,
Also-
I do recognize them, but I don't know what from.
Oh, I have no idea where they're from. It just popped into my head. The
And
Snorks
this
were
is their mommy.
This is their brood mother.
Oh God.
They were birthed from this.
Also,
That is
I haven't really
terrifying.
I haven't yet said this, and I feel like I need to. Chib, how did you do this in this space of time?
Like, it's so good. You really the head and like the top half that's not like veiny and body armor. You really need to do something with it. It's amazing.
I'm glad.
Don't worry, miss. We'll move on to something else soon, which will probably be worse.
I mean, it's a very good drawing, but also it's horrifying. Thank
Yeah.
you. I think.
True art elicits a feeling, and this elicits
And
many
sometimes
feelings.
that
Feeling is
feeling is
out.
what the fuck. Well, I guess we can go for something a little less what the fuck. Although I'm sure some of you will turn it into a what the fuck.
It'll get there.
Probably.
What else against DOS?
Well, I still am in a weird mood, so you know.
So that's not stopping.
That's not gonna go away this stream, so you know.
Yeah, I fully expect to zoom out and see another what the fuck.
I mean, it's not gonna be as what the fuck I feel, but you know. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not, you know.
I'm struggling with my puppy with the desk space.
Oh no.
He wants a nap, but the tablet is in the way.
I'm trying to think. There's something to do with this. Am I just gonna have to draw a normal picture?
I mean, you could. Or you could misconstrue literally every piece of it.
I've got a couple of little misconstruals. So let's. Also, look at that
And I
posture.
will not stop you from doing so. Also, I do not have the power to stop you from doing so. Although looking at this now, this pose is just very funny.
It is like, I don't know what to do with this, but also like, what is this in the first place? Because I think I know what, you know, I think I know it's supposed to be a person running, but also, who runs like that?
I mean, it's damning enough just going. I think this is supposed to be a person running.
Yeah.
Like that should be something you identify immediately, and you're like, I think it is.
I think it is, but also their knee is fully on the ground then.
Yeah, this person's got some joint issues.
I'm giving them more.
Sorry, I tried to add a natural angle into this.
I mean, you could, but also good luck.
I'm trying to keep to the spirit of the original, which is no.
Just no. That's supposed to be. What is that?
Good question. Though admittedly, for this particular character, having the anatomy be bonkers is actually sort of on brand.
Interesting.
That's probably not why the anatomy is bonkers here. The anatomy is probably bonkers here because this is an old Game Boy game, and you have very little to work with. Revelation, I think I know where I've seen the picture of this gentleman from. I don't know like what it's originally from, but I do now know where I've recognized him from. Jim Sterling uses a screenshot of it of this character a lot when talking about like miser type things.
I forgot about that.
Now that doesn't tell me what they're originally from, because James Stephanie Sterling uses a lot of screenshots of various things as like reactive images. But that at least tells me where I've seen it from. Also gives you a narrower window because usually the stuff they use for those sort of reactive images is stuff from like the 80s and early 90s.
Just found a pick of them. Ah, Kira's going. Kira's off. Expanding their knowledge base.
As they should.
Caveat to Kira knowing everything is that if they don't know something, it will be known within the hour.
Yeah. That's why they're Kira the All-Knowing.
The all-knowing! I want to mod Elden Ring now, just have a sneeze after that line.
That would be really funny.
Yeah, I found out today there's a mod. A randomizer mod for Alien Isolation. They can randomize the order that the missions happen. Can we play that on stream?
I don't know what that is. I'll be very real.
It's Alien the movie, the horror game.
Yeah. They basically went like, how can we make a game that basically does the same thing that the original Alien movie did? Without just making a game of that movie.
Okay.
And people found it scary.
I think that's also the one where they managed to make it so that the alien the alien changes its tactics based off of what you do. So it learns, quote unquote. So you can't keep using the same tactics to hide from it, which makes it worse.
Miss thinks it's scary.
I'm drawing with a dog on my lap and before I'm walking around on my desk, so please bear with my drawing.
No worries. I thought you were just going to say you were drawing with a dog. That's impressive.
trained him well.
Cyril Sneer from the Raccoons.
Cyril Sneer, yes. I didn't know what it was from, but I remember the name now. But I don't remember the name. I've just told the name. But always like that when somebody points something out. I was like, oh yeah, I remember that now. No, I just told you. It's a different thing. Recognize? Sure. I'm also talking to me when I say this.
Yeah.
I don't
You're
know.
talking to yourself, Chris.
No, he's not.
Yeah, I don't think I ever saw the Raccoons. But
Doesn't
yeah, like I
sound
said,
familiar at all.
Then
so.
you didn't see the previous Sherlock VOD.
What?
Ha 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 ha.
Oh. Raccoons.
I choose reactions. Oh,
Raccoons.
Thank you for the badum. It was not
Something.
earned.
I've watched the remake of that game, and after I watched that, I noticed like a mile and a half from my parents' home where I grew up, there's a big sign to a house that says Edelweiss.
Oh.
Mm.
Be careful.
And I don't know if it's always been there. It hasn't, but I don't know. It's really weird.
How peculiar.
Oh no, the game is now coming into real life.
Yeah.
That's the worst possible outcome.
Watch out for Cthulhu and poisoned cactuses.
And Baby Poirot.
Yeah, watch your newspapers very closely. I also just keep thinking with Edelweiss, because I'm sure it's like on purpose, but I think it's very funny that they like, you know, like, oh yes, the institute we name the Black Edelweiss, aka a black version of the flower that is very much, so much known to be white that it's literally in the name.
What does Edelweiss mean?
Well, I don't know specifically what's a reference, what it's a reference to, but Weiss is white in German.
Yeah.
So
what you're telling me is its name is Black White Flower.
yeah, pretty much.
What's German for black?
Is
Schwarz?
funny.
What's German for black? Is it Schwarz?
Yeah, Schwarz.
Yeah. So Edelschwarz would have been a better name.
Edelschwarz. Yes. Edelschwarz. Done. I don't know what to do with this. This one's weird.
I gave up because of dog.
Dog. Stupid dog.
Also, combination of Edel, which means noble,
Yeah.
Weiss, which means white. So it's a black white noble.
What's the opposite of noble then? Because we can make that opposite
Where
as well.
does black come from? I'm confused.
Because the institute is called Black Edelweiss.
Oh, it just has black space Edelweiss.
Yeah. That's what the Institute of Sherlock is called. Which is also weird for Swiss institutes to be called Black Edelweiss in English.
It can't be like because it's image of how black and white they see mental health.
No, it's just it's evil, so it's black.
Yeah.
Right.
It's evil, so it's black, and it's Swiss, so it's Edelweiss.
There was a lot of thought put into this.
That's my guess towards the
And we've just
thought
said it all.
process there. I'm not willing to give them a better thought process than that.
I zoomed out, by the way.
Yeah, same.
Oh right, I should probably.
And you're like shape language cheap. It's so dynamic.
Ooh. God, that's some stretches.
She is gonna hit the ground, I think.
Oh, it does look like a
Her
guitar.
knee is hitting the ground.
It does.
Chibi's is good with shapes.
Oh, Barb.
It's a Barbie. For some reason, I did know this. I think this because I watch a lot of bad game speedruns, and there's a lot of Barbie games.
Is this
Yeah.
robot proposing?
I think it's a jump.
The fun thing is, so you guys are sort of half right. So she's moving, but this
Comes
is
to
actually
service.
technically like the middle of a jump animation.
Mm.
So that's part of the reason why the legs don't quite make sense for running, because she's in the air.
It doesn't really read, but you know, it's a mid animation thing.
Mostly the
It
back leg.
makes a bit more sense when you see the other sides of the animation.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's one of the things with these sprites. One sprite of it out of the context, you sometimes get a whole bunch of hot nonsense.
Hot nonsense.
Funny thing is, there's another set of animations where it's her tumbling, but it's the same sprite, just rotated.
Fun.
My brain stopped working during that. I'm sorry.
I like that you just went full robot.
I saw the nose as an eye, and I went, sure. The rest of the limbs are like right angles, so let's just go robot.
Yeah, might as well. They're pipes.
Where did the wing come from, though?
They look like they're on their knee. So they're proposing. That was just for fun.
Right.
It was just for fun.
Also, they're on fire.
They're also on fire. They have their fire sombrero, as is traditional for robot proposals.
But who is the robot proposing to?
We'll find out with the next sprite.
Is this basically robot Heelys?
Yeah, it's just footies.
I mean, or we could just take the robot, spin it around, and have it be proposing to Cheeb's sketch.
They're running to the robot. Aww.
It does look like she's just taking a leaping star to just like...
Ring! Grab!
Ring! Yes! Want.
So, this is a proposal. Oh, right. Sorry, I just saw a ring.
And when black before my eyes, I could only see the ring.
Diamonds are
just zone in and like, darn.
Actually, if this is the game I think it is, I think you do throw diamonds around. Is this one in like a shopping center or something with a dream Barbie?
I think when I pulled up the stuff to the game, it was called like Barbie Game Girl or something like that.
That's probably something different.
It's a gamer girl.
Gamer girl.
Yes.
Barbie, the original gamer girl. This Barbie does esports.
I had a lot of Barbie games, so no biggie.
There's a lot of Barbie stuff out there.
It's a big enterprise.
But yeah, some of the older games are just some of the older console and handheld games are sort of like, eh.
They were brilliantly bad. And also the only thing I had access to. I could play the same sequence for hours.
Yeah, but that's also just like you do that as a kid.
Yeah.
Like hyper focus on one thing and watch the same video 50 times in a row. Drive your parents insane.
For me, it was like I had 20 options in this make your own outfit Barbie that then has a sequence of walking on a catwalk. And I could just make the tiniest difference 20 times. And it would be satisfying because it was the only it felt like a big difference because I don't know what I'm saying. I can't explain it in English.
That's fair.
Yeah, that happens.
I feel that.
I speak English as my first language, and there are sometimes things that I can't explain in English.
I've been going around in my day-to-day life and like thinking things in my brain, as you do. But then afterwards going, how would I say that in Dutch? And the answer is almost always, I don't know.
That's how you start, though.
Yeah.
That's how it starts.
I can get like 30% of the words probably in the wrong order.
Yeah.
So yeah, doing it in a second language, don't blame you at all.
No, because eventually it does start like mixing up in your brain, and that's when it really becomes like, I don't fucking know.
I think half in English and half in Danish all the time.
Yeah.
Well, what you're saying is we all
like-
need to learn Danish so that we can understand
Yeah.
fully.
Learn the potato language.
I mean, I guess I can switch over from my Spanish stuff. God knows that I don't really know what I'm doing there either.
Yeah.
Goofy?
Oh, that's run.
It's yuckle.
It's yuckle. My god, it is. This is yuckle.
It's yuckle.
I mean,
Hey, oops.
I won't stop you from drawing that.
What the heck is that? It's yuckle.
It's yuckle. Some specific
What
moves to you that can
more
only be expressed
information
in
do you
Dutch.
need?
Are they bread related? Because we, as far as I know, we are ill-equipped to talk about bread.
English bread sucks. I'm sorry.
I can't wait to visit the Netherlands and finally taste bread for the first time.
I'm getting like worried that I've hyped it up too much. You know? Just like, have I been complaining about English bread too much? But also,
That's fine.
I mean, I know a lot of bread that we have here in the United States is sort of crappy, but that's also because it's like, this wasn't made to be tasty. This was made to survive in your house for 5 weeks because you don't go shopping every single day. So
like
shelf
this
stable
is gonna
over
be horrifying, but not because I intended it.
American bread is sweet, I've heard.
Yeah, apparently there's
sugar
a lot of...
gets used a lot to again, the purpose with unless you're going to like a bakery well, and even then in the bakeries they do this as well. It's basically the idea is we're putting shelf stableness over like ideal taste. Not that they're trying to make it taste bad, but like we want it to be not mold. That's the priority. We want it to be not moldy during the span of time between when you're probably going to be going to the store.
Okay.
So there's more sugar in a lot of the bread recipes because that helps make it more shelf stable.
I have also heard, and I apologize if this affects anybody's personal experiences who's living in America. I have also heard that compared to chocolate from elsewhere, American chocolate tastes a little bit like vomit.
Oh no.
Because the explanation I've heard is that there's a preservative or something that helps stabilize milk to be transported over long distances. And it's a chemical that you find in like Parmesan, which also makes it smell slightly of vomit. But that's what they use to make it so that they can actually transport the milk to be processed into chocolate and stuff like that. So I have.
See, I've never heard that description, but I have heard some people say that some of the milk chocolate, especially that comes out of the United States, tastes mildly of cheese.
Yeah,
like Parmesan chocolate. That sounds so interesting.
New Zealand can.
But yeah, it's again a shelf-stable thing. We're trying to make it so that the food lasts long enough for you to eat it and not become mold.
I appreciate the first chat of somebody called a delicious strawberry man is talking about how terrible something tastes. you are qualified to talk about that.
Yeah.
Good job.
Or a delicious strawberry man.
Also, hello.
American chocolate has the texture and flavor of chalk. Oh god, no.
Doesn't seem like
Depends on the chocolate. Depends on the company.
Even if you say depends on the chocolate, that's still bad.
That's damning, yeah.
The only chocolate I've had that felt chalky was mostly stuff where I look at it and went, this has been sitting in the cupboard for 5 months.
Oh, like the tricks I left
and has this
by accident in the sun. Mm.
Oh, yeah. I see what I've just drawn.
I'm glad you see it. I don't like this. Can I? No.
Even Cheeb doesn't like this one. Imagine how we're gonna react.
It's just that I didn't intend for it to be upsetting, but now it's getting very upsetting in like that. I don't know even in what way. It's just I don't like it. I think because it has like in my it's like the Sonic eyes that just make it upsetting for me. As in like they're together. They're fused.
Oh right, yeah. I've actually I have disconnected them in mind. So
yeah, I didn't, and that was a mistake.
Yeah, the Sonic style eyes aren't always great to work with.
I don't know how anyone can make Sonic weird. Just because of the eyes. Not being intentionally rude today, okay? I'm sorry.
no, I'm here for it.
And yet thousands of young furries have somehow managed it.
Yeah, I'm impressed, you know?
Oops, what are those?
I need to check. What did oops?
Like some sort of milk?
Oh,
I think it's a milk chocolate. With like a filling.
I've seen those. I've never eaten them, but I've seen the commercials. They always look too fancy for me.
it's a chocolate Art Deco elephant. It's very
chocolate brand.
Not something I was expecting to. I've heard of Cote d'Or before.
Yeah, they have their commercials make it look very fancy.
Oh, they make ice cream, right?
Oh yeah, they do.
Probably also. Hmm. This is not what I'm seeing at all, and I hate him. I hate this man. Get him away from me.
Go out of your way not to buy them because they'll be all gone in 0.5 seconds. Yeah, there's a calculation that goes on when you buy nice things, which is like these can't be too moreish. They got to be nice, otherwise it's not worth it. But they've got to last. Boots, behave. He says as if it's not his hands.
I wish mine behaved. For some reason, I guess I just cannot draw anything cute right now.
It's because
Well,
you
then
do that
draw something horrifying.
Bonus.
The monster was too good.
Yeah,
It wants friends.
apparently. Well, I don't know if it wants this to be its friend. Embrace the horror vibes. I will. Like, I guess it's like not even horror, it's just upsetting. It's just
It's horror in the classical sense. It's horrifying, It's like it just makes you feel, ugh. Not necessarily scary, just like, ugh. Which is great because we're currently listening to Animal Crossing.
Oh, cute.
This delightful, cheery background music to inevitable horror.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Well, that's a mess, but I'm just going to leave it as a janky mess because the sprite is a janky mess.
My dog's head is now on the tablet, so this is the finished drawing, I guess.
Dog has decided.
Yeah.
Dog is your manager. But you have worked enough.
Time for a break, kiddo.
Think of the dog as like a union, telling you that you can have breaks.
I see what you did, Chibi. I see what you're doing.
Is that an understanding statement or an accusatory statement?
I don't know.
Definitely. It's because I could just see the top.
Oh boy.
Well, the top is maybe the worst part, so.
It's only uphill from here.
I don't know if it's uphill necessarily.
Uphill and or flat from here. Not downhill.
Which I've never understood. Which is the positive one?
Uphill, I guess.
Who
It
wants to
depends
go
on the
uphill?
context.
Yeah.
Because, like, if it's an uphill, if it's some if it's described like an uphill battle, that's difficult.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all
Uphill's
downhill
always
from here. Yeah, saying it's all downhill from here implies bad. So... Glass half full, half empty?
Well, one of them is Mrs. Classic Joke.
Yeah.
Uh,
Misinvented that one.
yeah, absolutely.
And the jokes are all downhill from here.
And the jokes are all down here. Yeah.
Which is either good or bad, depending on the context. You could also, downhill implies it's easy. Because it's way easier to go downhill than uphill. It says left.
Fair.
I'm so
Entirely
intrigued
valid.
what the bottom of this drawing is.
Are we done? Because I'm on just unnecessary levels of shading.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm done.
We can be done. We can leave.
Cool, thank you for coming to the stream. No.
Yeah, we're done.
So,
Bye.
ooh.
Oh!
I don't like him.
Yeah, I can see this as somebody's like sleep paralysis team.
Yep.
Yeah. I told you I don't like him. I don't like this man.
This is not the yuckle I know.
This is not the yuckle I know and love.
This is not my
Ooh.
beautiful house. This is not my beautiful goof.
Oh, now I'm imagining him in the big suit.
I love the Rayman vibes, Chris.
Oh yeah, it's got a bit Rayman vibes, isn't it?
It's really fun. I can just like hear the sound effect of some of the creatures in Rayman, like, you know, when the face goes bigger and I can't explain myself again. I'm sorry. I'll get up.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah,
Why is Goofy warped and evil?
because Cheeb's in one of those moods, and Goofy didn't stand a chance.
I didn't get a choice in this.
You thought Karina corrupted Goofy the most? Meet Cheep.
Meet Cheeb.
I grew up Goofy in a different way.
Goofy's not Donald Duck. They must be corrupted.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of warped and Goofy, as a segue, I did find out. Apparently, there is a poorly translated version mod for Kingdom Hearts 1.
Ooh, fun.
Oh, good. Then it will become more sensible.
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
So I'm going to put that on the list of
I don't
potential things to
think-
do.
I'll, like, you know, my understanding of Kingdom Hearts is already at its lowest, and that is having watched several hour-long explanations of the plot. So I don't think it can get any lower by a mistranslation.
I mean, the thing is, like, it didn't have to be. It
Yeah.
really didn't have to be.
To be fair, the first game was relatively straightforward, and then it was all downhill from there.
The first game on the PlayStation 1, I remember my cousins had, and I really, really, really wanted to play it, and it was such a destroyed disc. I was able to play, I think, 5 seconds.
No.
And all I remember is just the big, goofy-ass shoes.
His big shoes.
The shoes are always bigger than I remembered.
Oh, maybe there's a mod to make them big. Just like every...
Yeah, well, that's partially because, and you
Every
can see
time-
it more with if you look through the concept art, Sora's design in Kingdom Hearts 1 is very much patterned after Mickey.
Mhm.
Yeah. But with spiky hair.
And then it's
instead
all
of
downhill
round
from
hair.
there.
And it's all downhill.
It's all downhill from there. We're terrorizing this.
But the Fate anime, where you need a PhD whiteboard and a lot of red string to try and make sense of it. There was, I'm sure it's. I guess this is like classic internet now, but Barry and Gam trying to explain the lore of Kingdom Hearts to Barry, and then Barry subsequently making a bunch of animations trying to explain it in sensible terms. Oh yeah, they are pretty big shoes, aren't they?
They're always bigger than I remember.
And the shorts are Mickey shorts.
He's like I said, his game 1 design, it's Mickey Mouse. And then Nomura got a hold of it.
Yeah, you're wearing like a one piece.
No, that's a different anime.
Oh no, it's a movie.
That is just as complicated, but over the course of 1,000 episodes.
But yeah, I think he is wearing a onesie. With the zipper that goes all the way down to his crotch.
Yeah, I've never noticed that before, and now I wish I didn't.
Yeah, no. Why did you have to point that out?
It's the only way a onesie should be. It's practical.
I mean, depends on how much further the zipper goes. Like, how far does it go? All the way to the back as well?
Yeah, it completely splits in half.
Goes all the way back, all the way up to the underside of the hood and through the hood again.
It goes round the hood into like a spiral pattern. So the hood is just like one long string.
No, it belongs in Final Fantasy.
Before anyone became made of zippers. Yeah, this was the proto zipper. There's a big zipper on the jacket, little zipper in the onesie, and whatever that weird chainsaw blade is hanging from the belt.
Yeah.
That looks dangerous.
It does. Weird design.
Are the feet that big as well, or is it just the
yeah,
shoes?
let me.
Because the hands aren't huge.
Don't think about that.
I looked up Kingdom Hearts, Pete, and I know I've seen this before because of bra feet, but I just...
No. What is this?
Oh.
Oh god. This is the worst furry art I've ever seen.
I think it's official. I think it happens in the game that he turns into a Lion King.
I don't want to say this, but my brain compels me. Is he pregnant?
Oh god.
Why did it compel you?
I don't know.
All right,
I mean,
we're just gonna replace that with.
To me, it looks more like his back is just caved in.
Yeah. Also, I really appreciate the double chin being visualized in double furage.
Oh, that's what that is. What that is.
Yeah.
A double chin becomes a double beard.
Amazing.
But yeah, so the image I just posted is from some very early concept art from the first Kingdom Hearts games.
It is cute.
Does he have a tail?
Yeah, that apparently at one point in time during development, Sora was supposed to be like a half lion type thing.
It's a Mumba.
That would have been so fun.
Oh,
look at
also,
the
Chris, you have a fact.
Yes, I have the book. Fact.
Oh, I love this art.
This is probably a bit outdated. When was this book? Because NFTs have been invented since then. 2018. So it's 5 years ago. As of 5 years ago, Google accounted for the 40% of the internet's carbon footprint.
Jesus Christ.
Like I say, since then, a lot of stuff's happened.
Yeah, I have a feeling since then ChatGPT is now significantly more. Considering I know how much power and water that stupid thing eats up.
Yeah, I've been meaning to like clean up my all of the things I've got in different cloud storages because of carbon footprint. But dang, to like clean up and everything is that's a task.
Mm-hmm.
Can I? So I'm looking at this Pete, right? Not the lion one, the other
Yeah.
one. And it's got this.
Yeah,
He's got the
normal
huge, tactical zipper, as Miss puts it.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you've still got to do a lot of work to get that thing off once you've undone that zip. That zip is the least of your worries. Like, it's strapped to your shoulders.
Listen, I don't think the zipper is there to like make it easier to take it off. I think it's just there so you can go to the bathroom.
But he's wearing something under it.
I mean, he's
Right.
obviously playing laser tag, and you know how kids get when they play laser tag. They have to go to the
I
bathroom in
know.
the middle of the fight.
That depends on whether he's wearing a onesie underneath, and
Clearly some sort of leg.
whether that onesie also has a zipper.
Oh yeah, that's the solution. More zippers. Right, yeah, got it.
You forgot about the obvious solution, which is more zippers.
I forgot.
The
More
obvious
zippers.
solution is going commando.
It would do. That was the original, but Disney denied it.
It's turning into Baldur's Gate.
More tactical pouches.
That aren't even needed because they've all got like bags of holding. You can just pull things out of thin air.
And
Anyway,
also,
who was?
I cannot tell whether he's, because the black is slightly different than the black of his head, so I cannot tell whether he's like wearing fingerless gloves or whether he's wearing fingerless gloves over like some kind of like latex suits, like latex full body suit.
Do you know what, actually that it has a different like roughness to his head, so
It is different, right?
there might be a full body suit going on here.
Yeah.
But it's not the same texture.
He's wearing layers, is what I'm saying.
He's bloody boiling. This is a sauna suit.
There's layers here. Unfortunately, they're all incomprehensible, just like the plot.
Yeah.
And anyway.
Yeah, so who did we draw, by the way? Ah, right.
Oh.
This is a Darkwing Duck.
Is
Darkwing
it?
Duck.
Yeah,
Apparently.
I think that.
I mean, he's just been hitten and he's doing the awooga eyes.
No.
Ooh. Okay.
I could have sworn there were like long ears at the back.
Yeah.
So he's got his arms thrown up and he's been hit and his eyes are all poppy out of his head and silly.
Yeah,
So you're
Kira,
telling me this is not Huckle.
it's Darkwing Duckle.
Darkwing Juckle. Perfect.
Although I do find it funny that Christy and I got more or less the same head shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey. But Christie's has a cool backwards hat.
And a
Yeah.
skateboard.
A skateboard.
So a silly
Yeah.
face and a backwards cap and put them in the 90s.
Yeah.
Where he
Yeah.
belongs.
Where
Yeah.
he belongs. You are correct.
Honestly, Darkwing Duck was my jam. I think I still can sing the song.
And off you go.
Ew.
Introducing the.
Of course, the next
Yeah.
question is, do you know the song in English or do you know the song in...
In Danish.
Yeah, that's what I assumed. Because it is one of the... Because I didn't watch a lot of DuckTales, but I do like know the Dutch theme song by heart pretty much. I think because my brothers watched it a lot, but
It's
I
very-
have no memories of that time, but I know it was on.
I thought it was compulsory viewing in the Netherlands. any duck-based cartoon.
I feel
No,
like the
that's
DuckTales
what
theme
Alfred
song.
Udokus Quack is for.
I feel like the DuckTales theme song and like Bohemian Rhapsody are the two things where it's like everyone knows the song and most people don't know where they learned it from.
If you just take the start of that sentence, that is wild. Bohemian Rhapsody and Darkwing Duck.
Alfred J. Quack.
Oh, I remember that. What is this?
Uh,
I have the VHS tapes of that. Oh my god.
What is it with you guys and ducks?
I don't know.
When you're born in the
Alfred
Netherlands,
Udokus Quack.
you are assigned a cartoon duck. Everyone has a unique one. Theme song
Does
snaps.
it
I
say
think you've shared it
Alfred
before.
J. Quack?
Hey.
Yeah,
Aw.
it's a nice design. Cute.
Yeah. Cute.
I
Seems
need
like the
to
book of
Google this later.
Had a crocodile smoking a cigar.
Yeah. That seems right. For an old cartoon, that seems right.
Trying to think of a crocodile cigar pun. It's not coming to me.
I need to stop looking at this Goofy.
You really do. Stop looking at it.
Look at him, he's shy.
Oh, hello.
Oh.
Speaking of. Hey, miss.
Exactly what this is.
Well, back to horror time we go.
Yeah, but what can we do with it?
Yeah, that's also what I'm trying to figure out.
I mean, if you look at the pixels on I'm assuming this is a back, but if you look at the pixels
Yeah.
on it, it does look like pecs and abs.
Do you want me to draw another sexy monster for Chris?
I'm just giving information, is all.
Because I will do
None
it
of us
if you
can stop
ask me
you.
to.
I
Do
mean,
it,
you
I-
also might do it if we ask you not to, so, you know.
I've gotten permission from Kiro, so here I go.
And that's all you need. You get permission from
Listen.
Kira, you can do anything.
Kiro is the devil angel on my shoulder. It's been known.
There's two Kyros hanging around.
I don't know what to do with the face then, but I guess I'll figure that out later. We're taking a tits out approach from this.
That's very unusual for you.
Kinda is. I don't usually start with the tits, surprisingly enough.
I know, I watched your tutorial, and very informative it was too.
Although even if you don't start with the tits do end up being out.
But I have been drawing mugs up lately for myself. So it might go ways.
It might go hog wild.
It might go away.
Mog wild.
Yeah.
Kira is an agent of chaos. And we appreciate it.
I also think I might have bought the same tablet that you have, Chris, because the sound is so familiar now. It's exactly the same sound. My iPad is so smooth. I'm not used to drawing making a sound.
scream with the cicadas, miss? Oh, these limbs are upsettingly thin.
Yeah, that's also a problem I'm finding. I'm figuring out. Also trying to think how to censor this.
I mean, I think the stream is set to 18 plus, right? Or like adult. May contain mogs.
May contain mugs. It's just that you've challenged me to do a front view of this. And there's no visible clothes, so you know, it's. I'm trying to figure out a solution for this.
Follow your heart, and I will deal with this consequent terms of service strike.
Almost the sort of the TOS button. Oh no, I need to censor this for Miss. That's clear.
I mean, I guess we could always just pull up Kiki.
Yeah, emergency Kiki is always there. Actually, is emergency Kiki here?
What if I just put like a censor Kiki there?
No,
We just draw a bar with Kiki right there.
Boom.
And I don't have to draw it either. That's just convenient for me.
I'll send you a picture of Kiki. You can do it. Why is there a one-to-one equivalence of whenever I draw something horrifying and whenever I draw something with hooves?
Because the way you draw hooves is horrifying.
Also, horses' legs in general are just sort of horrifying and weird.
They're horrifying.
Although I guess we could also say it's drawing hooves is hard because drawing hands is hard.
Hooves they're like the polar opposite. They're extremely simple, which makes them extremely not simple.
It's a finger. It's and singular finger.
That just makes it so much worse.
Yeah, the fact that horses exist is just always so funny to me the more I learn about their physiology.
The fact that they exist, yeah.
Horses existing is just hilarious.
You just offended so many horses.
What are they gonna do? Keel over and die on me?
Yes. And you'll have to live with the consequences.
You'll have to lift them off.
Yeah, they are heavy, so...
If a horse keels over and dies on you, you've got problems.
Problem is the horse.
What was that film about the guy who got his arm stuck under a rock for however many days?
27 hours.
Yeah, that, but it's a horse.
Oh,
Horse.
no.
So you can survive by eating the horse.
Nope. Horse is big dog.
This is very unsettling. I feel like one day I should try and actually make like a finished illustration in Aggie, just so I can start using some controls that aren't what I use in these streams. I'm sure they'll help.
I mean, you only use Aggie for these streams.
I know, but I'm sitting here going, there must be a faster way to do this with the tools available.
Mm.
Mal, what?
What?
This is Mal? This is Mal, I'm very worried. Something's gone seriously wrong.
I don't like this friend. That's fair.
Oh yeah, that's fully understandable. This is sort of bordering on an SCP.
Oh. Yeah, I just looked at the stream. What? No.
Spoilers!
I mean, I don't know if mine is any better to look at, but you know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you can't talk.
No, I absolutely have no way to talk, but you know. I'm still gonna.
After the collection of
Again,
Viscera,
I've
was the
never
first
said
try.
I wasn't a hypocrite.
No, I've done these metallic hooves, but I'm sticking with it. This is an SCP. Unnecessarily metal feet.
Is like the face question mark is reminding me of this like I think it's a video game with like little yarn puppets where you're playing as a little yarn puppet.
Oh yeah, Unraveled, I
Oh,
think.
Unraveled.
Yeah, like the face shape is reminding me a little of that.
Yeah. I don't think I've heard of it.
Have we zoomed out? Are we zooming out?
Oh, so I can zoom out, never mind.
No, I'm just
Ooh.
I thought.
Oh,
Oh
fun.
god!
What a funky little demon friend.
I like we have
Here
a front
is-
and back.
Christy, I like how yours is at a rave.
Yay!
Yeah.
Ah! Disco dancing.
Yay.
So, Cheeb, this Mewtwo.
Oh God, no! It's Mewtwo, fair enough. Baby, fair enough.
No. I refuse.
Muted.
I do think that the butt mouth tongue is worse, though.
Yeah. Congratulations, Chris. You
I
went
think this
further
is
into
the worst
the
thing you've drawn.
Thank you for putting the sensor Kiki up. That's very important.
Very
Can
well.
you put that sensor around the tongue, please?
No.
I do like the flame hair, but the butt is just. I mean, the head. I mean, the butt. The butt head.
That's just the head. He's got a tail.
Yeah, Chris took it and flipped it.
Yeah.
I don't like your hooves.
Also, Twitch disconnected me from chat, so I missed all of the reactions. To Lamau, it is. Don't you bring Mewtwo into this. I did it!
Someone fetch me my shotgun.
Shotgun won't help you. This thing eats shot.
If that creature was coming at me in a game, I would stop gaming.
What if it sounded like an excited puppy?
No.
Even worse.
When my dog is excited,
Yeah, I think it has to do with like how you've done the joints. Like I'm vaguely reminded of like have you guys ever seen the like street actors who like dress up as monsters and have got like the stilts part of their arms to make the legs out longer and whatnot?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's sort of the vibe I'm getting from this. Just weird ass proportions in ways that they aren't quite right.
It just feels like their limbs are like on backwards, you know?
Well, I mean
Like
that's because they are, but
yeah.
Well, no, they're perfectly normal. If you just if you get on all fours, your limbs would be in that arrangement. So
I
you wouldn't
don't
have hooves.
think so. I don't think that's how it works.
The joints are Julia. They're very Julia.
Especially like this one. This
Yeah.
one upsets me very much.
Oh yeah, there's probably some sort of dislocation going on there. But I keep looking up in the corner, hearing, and I say, hey.
Yeah, that was what. That was in my head while drawing it.
There, you communicated that very well.
Yeah.
yeah, this is very much a what's going on picture in many senses of the word.
What's going on?
Well, there's a VOD title.
We got 3 abs and 1 whip. Like, no, 3. What? We got that bones. I mean bones, backbones.
Yeah.
It looks like ribs.
Yeah, I didn't know quite how to manage it, but it's got a back rib.
Well, you
What's
did
wrong with that?
it. You
I
did
don't know.
something.
I don't know
You
how
managed
bones
it so
work.
much you confused me mid-sentence.
If my art can confuse you, then I consider myself confusing. Which I think is a reasonable conclusion to come to.
Yes.
So who's
Yours
Yarn Demon
actually
again?
looks like... Sorry.
Sorry? Oh, who?
I'm just saying Chibis actually looks like a superhero. Like, if you remove the abs and the sensor bar...
Don't remove the sensor bar,
Yeah,
please.
not allowed to remove the sensor bar.
Legally from Twitch.
Miss has a sword.
Mm-hmm.
Miss will ban us all from the stream.
Yeah.
But I don't think I need to like put an image of what this is in the Discord. I think we all know what this
I
is.
think we got it, yeah.
Though I will just say the funny thing, this is apparently based off of a game based off of Alien 3.
Oh. I don't know anything about. Were there 3 aliens in it?
I don't really know either, but that's also partially because the naming of the Alien franchise gets a little odd.
Yeah, well, the second one was just called Aliens, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
And you couldn't pluralize it again, so Aliens is.
Aliens is.
That would be much better name for a series. Alien, Aliens, Aliens is, Aliens is. Alien Eye.
Alien and I.
Hey, the Alien. Oh, that's the working title for ET, probably. Even more Alien.
Alien and I sounds like a weird sitcom.
Yes. Mork and Mindy.
Some more aliens followed by even more aliens.
Yet more. That's how I've been naming these VODs. Drawing sprites, drawing more sprites, drawing even more sprites, drawing yet even more sprites, still drawing yet even more sprites.
It's gonna be Yeti sprites in the end.
Yeti sprite.
A Yeti van.
Quick, someone draw a Yeti.
Draw a Yeti in a van. Okay, I'll draw a Yeti in a van.
Do we want to do another one?
First Yeti in a van.
Okay, fair.
It's very important.
This is Sully driving a UPS truck. Yeti in a van.
Yeti in a van. Sorted. Driving past this monster and going, what is that? Boom. I said boom. Finale. Oh gosh, yet now there's yet even more aliens. There will never be a finale to these things. They'll keep making more. Speaking of which, there's a new... Which one is it? Exorcist?
Oh yeah. Ugh.
Which one is Exorcist?
The
That
one
the
uses...
throw up one?
Oh.
Oh jeez. What is...
Viper.
Oh no! It's Bert.
It's
Bert. He's melting. Right. Time to make something upsetting again, I guess.
If you want to.
I want to, yeah.
I'm just gonna draw exactly what I'm given.
Don't do a horseman. I don't know if we have much control over that, miss. proportions of these characters is always so funky. Well, those dots that I've placed are mildly upsetting. I'm going to leave them there.
Chaos. It spreads.
Yeah, I'm into line territory again, so, you know, wake me up in 74 years.
Wake Cheeb up when the entire canvas is covered in viscera.
Very much.
I can't really tell where his nose is.
There's a nose?
That's what happens when you don't have lines. Just stick it there.
I'm embracing surrealism with this one, apparently.
I mean, considering the canon, that's not too terribly off the mark.
Oh, there's definitely like a random Treehouse of Horror episode where this appeared.
Miss, I feel your pain.
Triple
But also, I do
crochet
have to
two
wonder if we're meaning the same thing when we say triple crochet two stitches together,
Yeah, what
because
is
I
it?
found out the hard way that the way the stitches are named in U.S. English isn't necessarily the same way they're named in, like, European patterns. Okay. Yeah, then I know exactly what stitch you're working with, and yes.
I'm not certain what you would end up with because I don't know much about crochet, but would there be like 5 loops or something? How many loops would you end up with? Guess it depends on how you divvy up. Oh no, are you just going through straight through both of them? That would be awful. Sorry, I finished my surrealism, so I'm just sitting here wondering about crochet.
I can be done.
I don't mind. Take as much time as y'all want.
I've already given my warning. I'm gonna be editing lines for eternity.
We already sort of know what to expect when we get down to your corner of the page.
Lines.
I'm gonna say I'm done then. Oh no.
Something the matter?
Why do we have 2 melting bots?
Because he's melting. I don't know what to tell you.
His eyes, they're going through mitosis?
Yes.
Kill it with fire. Yes.
Listen, it looks like that, okay? His eyes are going through mitosis.
I mean, this is apparently from a game called Bot versus the Space Mutants, so we found the mutants. Understandable, miss.
Yes, oops. What's the problem?
The problem I have is that, honestly, if I looked at yours and you said, I have melted a cartoon character, I would think, before I thought of The Simpsons, I would think of Phineas and Ferb. So.
Yeah, with how large the front part of that face is.
And also this, which is just terrifying.
Bart Simpson by way of Eraserhead.
Yes. David Lynch's Simpsons.
Also, Christy put color on hers, and it's also upsetting.
Yeah, the flesh tone is also...
Flesh?
It's meant to be wood.
Yeah, I was good. Yeah, that's good, because my brain first went wood and then thought, well, it might not be. Could be sewage, could be jerky. Like,
I mean, my first thought was like with Deadpool, his skin.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's also where my brain went to, like, you know, flesh tone.
Brain went to Flesh Town.
And then there's Ragdoll.
See, I didn't even bother putting in the whole eyes. I just put little dots where the dots were and went, yep.
Yeah.
Ragdoll's is staring at ours.
Ragdoll's staring at ours, going, oh.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I'll leave now.
I do.
Chris's is just from a cartoon again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Different
Like, Chris
cartoon.
is from a different cartoon, and Ragdoll's is like from like a children's book.
Yeah.
I want to make my name.
And yours is from a Junji Ito manga.
Mine is from a 1600 fairy tale book.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, Jeeves is like the Junji Ito story where a child finds a monkey's paw and wishes for cartoons to be alive.
God.
And then his eyes start doing mitosis.
And Junji Ito would never explain anything with that because he never does. Because his premise is usually just, wouldn't it be fucked up if? And then he just runs with it.
Yeah, that's a good
I'm
premise.
sure the Junji Ito has done some eye mitosis. That seems entirely up his
Oh
alley.
yeah. Itosis for short.
Itosis, yes.
Or as the closed captions are assuming, we're saying mite toasties.
My toasties.
My toasties.
Not my
It's a Mike
toasties.
Toasty in here.
You know, that's interesting. The way you wrote the M in my, I thought that was a mu. I thought it was a Greek mu, which is, you know, same root as M. I was like mu, epsilon. My toast.
Yeah, so this is obviously Bart Simpson from
Oh,
the
is it?
game Bart Simpson versus the Space Mutants from the NES, I believe.
Is he the space mutant?
Yes.
No, versus the Space Mutants. He's fighting Space Mutants. Although, given these pixels, he might just be also a Space Mutant. Who knows?
Chris, I don't know if that's what you intended, but it does look like yours is doing a little bit of a blab. Like a little bit of...
Yeah. Oh.
We can go with that. It just sort of looked like if you followed the nose chin to meet the head, as it were, the mouth is like on the neck.
Yeah.
So I just made that a window in this weird structure. But yeah, we can go with a blep. Why not?
Also, I made mine better.
Ah, I got googly eyes.
It does make them cuter.
It does.
Just, have any of you had problems with making these weird tails like this when
Oh,
when
right.
it doesn't fully disconnect?
No, I haven't had a problem with it.
I do occasionally have that problem in Clip Studio, and it's something to do with stabilization. I don't know if you mess around with the stabilizer settings in Aggie or something.
Okay.
Aggie has stabilizer settings?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Like squiggle versus squiggle versus squiggle. Me doing the same motion.
Huh.
There might also be a setting in like Windows Ink. I don't know how that all works. It's annoying. I remember I used to have to keep turning it off to use Aggie.
Windows Ink.
Yeah, it's a thing.
I'm looking forward to messing with that.
It's an automatic thing that Windows has to sort of recognize handwriting and stuff, but it can interfere with everything else. So
See, the thing about computers trying to be smart and helpful is that they're very dumb.
Well, this game
And also, sometimes the people who make the computers are also dumb.
Damn.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at this screenshot from this game, but I was assuming that you had chosen like a turnaround sprite or something. That appears to just be his head in this game.
Yeah. That's just kind of what he looks like in the game.
Maggie is a dog.
What?
It's a snoot instead of the pacifier.
Yeah.
It's a little poofy dog.
Oh no! It's Mars Attacks.
And the glasses on the other side, that's just a cat.
There's a void cat.
Oh yeah. Yeah. With the like,
little ears.
Yeah, little ears and then big eyes.
Oh yeah.
Amazing. Best game.
Anyway, why is Bert's eye melting in everyone? Why is that the thing they decided?
Nobody knows.
I think it's the proportions of like the 80s style kind of Simpson where they were like wobbly and thin.
Yeah, before they got so
That
standardized.
might be it.
It does look like one of those in-between like cells that you see people sort of smear frames in The Simpsons.
Yeah.
But they used to do that thing where they turned their head too quickly, the eyes went before the mouth did. They used to do that quite a lot in the old. Hang on, let me see if I can find.
The aliens' eyes are better than bats. To be fair, they only have one.
Yeah. For the entire sprite sheet I have for him. Oh dear.
See what I mean?
Seen that before.
Look up Simpsons smear frame. It is a wild time.
Yep. Oh god.
Like, I really don't understand how people have the mind to like create smear frames.
It's
You
weird.
know?
Like this is not an isolated incident. This happens a lot.
Like, how do you even think to do that and what effect it would have? Like,
It's like it's art mathematics.
yeah.
It's very much we need to trick the brain.
Yeah.
So what are we gonna do to trick the brain?
Animation is but an illusion.
Make it go
and
real fast.
Occasionally, you gotta realize you are just making an illusion.
So it's magic.
Yes.
It's magic.
I mean, the
Right.
more I learn about how the human brain puts together images, yeah. Because, like, even... So, part of the reason why things like smear frames and optical illusions work is because your brain is already, like, designed to fill in gaps of information. Because the image... Okay, so you've got your eyeball has these things called rods and cones. They're just little physical things that sort of activate little pulses down your nervous system depending on what color and the intensity of the light that hits them. And that's what the image is starting with. That image then gets sent down your optic nerve into the back part of your brain where it becomes the image. But the image that gets sent down your optic nerve is upside down, fuzzy, has two holes in it because there are no rods or cones at the location where the optic nerve attaches to your eyeball, and is covered in red lines because of blood vessels.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I'm mostly blind in one eye, so if a hair strand like covers a specific spot on my good eye, I'm just like, oh my god, what's happening? I can't see.
Chris, you're being raided.
Hello. Why is my raid alert not working? That's very annoying. Hello.
You're being raided and you're showing off upsetting Simpsons friends.
Yes.
That's
What a great
that's
time to be raided.
That's Darkwing Duck from earlier.
Hello. Thank you for reading. It's very
Hey.
kind of you. How was Stram? Was it good?
Please show Darkwing Duck.
What?
Like our Darkwing Ducks, or
Which
like
Darkwing Duck?
the sprite.
Mine was a kettle, I think. Yeah.
I don't want to go back to mine.
That's fair. That's fair. It was. Yeah, lovely.
I just remembered what I did for the Darkwing Duck one. I don't
Oh
wanna...
yeah, yeah.
The shrimps.
Yeah.
and yet you do anyway.
It's for the rest of the people.
Have emergency Kiki ready.
Why are you trying to scare them away now? They've just arrived.
Like, this wasn't scary enough yet. What's on screen already?
True.
They came for the eye mitosis. What they stayed for, I don't know.
It's doing very interesting from the picture, so you had to come here. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we're doodling old sprites and interpreting them perfectly literally.
Ah.
Yeah, layers. Neat.
There we go.
There's mine.
They're
Now it's all the
jumping
Darkwing Ducks
around.
again.
Yes, ducks.
Ducks.
Ducks. Definitely ducks.
I mean, there are at least 3 ducks on this page. I don't know what's going on with your two, but
It's Yuckle.
I would honestly argue.
Obvious.
I would honestly argue that the original isn't a duck, but you know.
It's Homer Simpson's twin.
No, the original Sprites is Goofy.
Yeah.
I don't know how to tell you this.
Like
Sees...
I'm with Cheap. I saw a little round nose and ears. Like
It's Yuckle.
I can't see it. But I'm apparently the only one that sees Homer Simpson's smear frame in. Like,
I mean sort of.
it's the same. And almost a...
Should we show all the other ones as
oh
well?
boy.
Should we? Question mark.
I don't know.
I mean, do we want to stop here? I still have 2 more sprites cut out. We could do one more if we wanted to, or
Yeah,
stop.
good
Doesn't matter to me.
one more.
Yeah, let's do one more.
Doggo makes space for drawing, so oh my god!
Yeah. Leave, dancing alien. What is
Go
going
back
on?
to your rave.
Oh,
Oh,
friends.
I like them.
So we're gonna pick one.
So yeah, so
draw
this is
three.
the whole sprite for this particular enemy, but do what you want with it. do one, do them all,
Don't say do what
squish
you
them
want
into
with
one entity. I can't stop you. I won't stop you.
it. Hmm.
Make them spooky. Thank you, Kira, for singling me out and following my heart.
Everyone can follow their heart, but particularly Jeep.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm not sure if I'm able to make cute or not. Every time I try to make cute, I make cursed.
I mean, the 2 are not mutually exclusive.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess.
I just thought of a way to make this much worse. Okay, we'll do
Do
that.
Do it, coward.
This has been, how can I make this worse dream?
Pretty much. And I think we've succeeded.
We certainly have, yeah.
Well done, us.
I think Cheeb has succeeded more than the rest of us, though.
Oh, absolutely. Cheap was off to a flying start.
Not a competition, but
It's not a competition, but also Cheeb has won.
yes.
Cheap won before we knew there was a competition.
I mean, I'm always in a competition with myself, so that's fair.
Well, and you've beaten yourself, so.
Yeah.
I do not know what is going on with this guy's limbs from this sprite.
Yeah, it's a bit of a...
Limbs in this sprite are a suggestion, not a rule, I feel.
Yeah. And I can't even say that this is because I chose something that's at an awkward smear frame, because this one doesn't... These enemies don't have a lot of sprite. It's like not like an animated thing with a lot of movements. There's like 4 sprites associated with it.
Wait, hang on. Is that a tail? I don't even know what I'm looking at anymore. It's me worrying if I can try and misconstrue it, and I realise I don't even know what it is.
No.
Ref, ref, ref.
Woof, woof, woof.
There is Pup.
This is not the best drawing I've ever done. That makes it worse though, so I'm happy.
I do kind of like these little guys that I've drawn. Like, they're weird, but yeah, I do like them.
Won't draw the other one. I'll just do one. Okay. Hope you scared the whiskers off Luna. Oh no!
Oh, poor Luna.
Oh, calm down. Sorry, there was people outside.
People,
I like how you
what?
said that and then just immediately.
Yeah.
You said
Dog
people?
knew.
He protests.
No people allowed. Far too late.
What if they come around and make noise? Ruff.
And Kira, you might have seen these little guys before.
Because Kira knows everything.
Hero knows all.
Well, in this case, it's more Kiro knows this franchise, so it would not surprise me if Kiro has played this game.
Christy, the wild Christy in chat.
And Christy in chat.
My cheap not in chat. This tail is so funky looking.
I'm pretty much dead.
I'm very much not.
Well, that's on you.
It is. You're quite correct.
Should have been done.
Again, if I knew the tools a little better, I'd probably be faster at it.
Excuses, excuse.
Excuses, excuses.
Always blaming the tools.
Always
No.
blaming the tool.
I'm not blaming the tools, I'm blaming my lack of knowledge about the tools.
Blaming the tools.
I am blaming the tool, i.e. me.
You're a tool, Chris.
That's the joke. Badumtish. Do that later. You're right there.
Luna. Sorry, I was reading what Miss was saying. Me, why is my wool wet? Also me, looking up to see Luna sucking on it as it slides past her.
Oh, Luna.
Luna. Oh,
Let's suck the wool.
don't suck the wool.
It's biodegradable, but that doesn't mean it's edible.
You assume it's biodegradable.
Whoa.
The linguistic issue. We could use wool to just mean yarn.
Oh.
Might be wool. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess if it was an acrylic yarn, that would not be biodegradable on account of, plastic.
Cannot afford wool. We will let you off for this one.
Oh, Christy, your drawing is so cute. Sorry, I zoomed out already.
What you need to do, miss, is you need to get a very fluffy animal. Learn how to use a drop spool. And just spin your own yarn from whatever fluff it has.
Spin your own Luna yarn.
Kiki yarn, though.
Kiki yarn. Teddy yarn?
Teddy yarn. Teddy always needs haircuts.
Yeah.
Now, I will say not all animal fluff lends itself well to spinning. But more of it does than you would expect.
Miss is always also looking at Kiki.
Not a bad way to look, to be honest. There's potential there.
Mm-hmm. Fluffy Kiki yarn. Have little Kiki mittens.
Do some felting and make a Kiki out of Kiki.
A Kiki.
It's simply the second order Kiki is just Kiki.
Kiki.
Make a cute sweater with a cute cat from it. Make a cat sweater out of cat hair.
Make a cat. Make a sweater with a cat on it for Kiki.
You try putting a sweater on Kiki.
I don't have to. That's what you're for.
That's what I'm for. That's what I'm put on this earth for.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm basically done. He says doing more. Bada boom. Ooh, fun.
Bada boom.
Oh.
Jeeb's little ones look
You've
very
got a
worried.
see-through.
Yeah.
There's a little skeleton in there.
You can see the bones.
Like my little guys.
Yeah, they are very nervous.
They're on the verge of a nervous breakdown, yeah. But they're there, swimming.
Yeah, that one.
They're trying their best.
They're trying.
New mood just unlocked.
New mood just unlocked. Just keep swimming.
Just keep swimming.
I like Ragdoll's one that's just got playing with a little ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't quite sure what was going on with the foot situation, so it's just kind of like, we're just going to turn that into a little ball. They're doing little
That wasn't necessary, Elsie, but you have my thanks.
Either that or they just laid an egg.
Oh, that too. Thank you for following. Mullion Mars? Mull on Mars. It is tradition that I mispronounce everything.
Leon Mars.
Oh, it could be. Or like Mull Eon Mars, like you're considering something for an eon. Mars is fine. That's okay. That's the bit I understand. That's good. Can do. Oh, and it's capitalized there. Your actual Twitch name is capitalized. That's much easier to see.
Oh yeah.
And now it's more clear where the words start and end.
Yeah. Capitalization turns out rather helpful. Or spaces, but they don't let you have those. Yours, Ghost.
So you can't have underscores.
Yours look like Ghost.
Okay, so I'm not going to be able to find much image-wise beyond just another sprite sheet of this from a different game. So this is a enemy. So the sprite that we're looking at is specifically from a Game Boy Color spin-off of Tales of Fantasia. This enemy being a thing called Gremlin Lair. And you might imagine that when I search up Gremlin Lair, the main images that I find are from the movie Gremlins.
Yeah.
Fair.
I like this little guy though.
This
real
other sprite
swim.
sheet is from the PlayStation 1 Tales of Fantasia game, I think, which is why it's got more fidelity and colors. But yeah, the one we've been building off of is from a Game Boy Color Tales of Fantasia.
I like them.
E.
I like that in one of the things they just become orb.
Orb. Become as orb.
Become as orb. And I guess it's like a spinning animation, but it just
No,
egg.
I stick with my interpretation that they are actually just like an amoeba with bones. So they can be whatever form they want, including
An
orb.
amoeba with bones.
Amoebonas.
Single-celled organism that also has bones.
Yeah. Single-celled organisms, well known for their bone.
Yeah, I think it got...
It's a big cell. It just has bones as well. They're unrelated. Plates. Oh, it's moving.
Yeah.
So Tales of Fantasia is like the first Tales game, if I remember correctly. So it's been ported onto a couple of things. But yeah, this sprite in particular that we've been drawing off of is from a Game Boy Color. It wouldn't surprise me if also parts of it got ported onto the Game Boy Advance, because that happened for a number of games. But yeah, Gremlin.
Gremlin. Which
Good
is what I've been calling the new cat. Because she's a gremlin.
Oh, I thought she was a long boy.
Long boy and gremlin. And weasel occasionally.
The three are not mutually exclusive.
Yeah.
In fact, I would argue that Gremlin and Weasel go hand in hand a lot of the time.
Yeah, and long boy is also there. Also implies certain mischievousness. Mischievous?
Mischievousness. Mischievousness.
Yes, that.
So it's funny,
English.
Christy, that you say adventure story where they work in a kitchen, because the Tales games famously have a mechanic where you can cook food for like health and whatnot. And different characters will have different affinities for cooking or not cooking food.
Yeah. And then in other JRPG news, you have Final Fantasy IX, where a character just eats everything.
Yes, there's that. But yeah, Tales... It's sort of funny because Tales of Fantasia definitely has a whole bunch of anime nonsense with it, including copious amounts of time travel. Because of course.
Yeah, of course. Luna's watching our stream.
No. And also
It's not Miss that's watching the stream, it's Luna.
Yeah, it's Luna, yeah.
Eating spaghetti.
Eating acrylic spaghetti. Blade.
Maybe don't let Luna eat the yarn.
Shall we layer it up?
Turn on all the layers.
Turn on
Do
all
our
the layers.
ritual.
Turn
I've been
on
drawing a lot more
Sprite
dense,
layer.
like thick line art recently, so it's difficult to see anything in my corner.
I mean, look at any of our corners, honestly.
Why is Ragdoll's corner more terrifying than Jeeb's? That doesn't make any sense.
Color theory?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Old Cat used to steal your lasagna. On brand, I
Garth?
see. Yeah, were they an orange cat? I like the Yeti is just like, yeah, I'm out of it. I'm not dealing with this.
Just
Yeah,
driving
it
by.
very much looks like the Yeti is in the background, has seen this mass of purple, and just kind of like, not my job.
Not my job.
That's someone else's problem.
Lovecraft would be proud. Also, like, because of the smoke from the first one, it just looks like my pile is a bit stinky.
A stinky pile on top of a pair of tiny, tiny booties.
You've also, up in Christie's corner, you got, like, two
A
eyes
rave
from
going on.
two eyes from two different things matching up into this big sad pile.
Oh yeah, I can see it. It's a very sad creature in there.
We've got a big wobbly mouth there, and
I do find it funny though that with how I've drawn things, all of my sprite drawings are sort of on top of each other, and then Floof Cat is just
yeah,
Yeah.
chilling.
Floof Cat's like,
Flipcat is just chilling.
yeah. Like, do you need help?
Mine's just a mess.
I mean, honestly, you only needed to put up the first picture and it would be a mess. Although that was
Yeah,
deliberate.
that's
so.
also fair. Let me just...
Nah! Oh, the cat's trapped in it. Get the cat out of there.
Cat's trapped.
Yeah, that's also just a mess.
Terrifying.
I do weirdly like it. There's something very satisfying about it, and I don't know
Wait, hang
what
on.
it is.
You
No,
like this,
yeah.
but you hate
Like
Huckle.
I hate
It's
Yuckle.
very well drawn and it's a great design. It's just also terrifying. And then Yuckle
Yeah.
is also terrifying, though for different reasons.
I don't like Huckle because it wasn't like a stream of consciousness thing like this was. I tried to draw
That wasn't
Huckle
necessary
properly
of
and
you,
it just
but you
became
have my
terrifying, and I don't like Huckle was out of my control.
Also, thank you for following a delicious strawberry man.
I'm glad you followed for this.
Yeah. I guess at this point I should explain what else happens on these streams. So we will hop over away from our mess. Swoosh. So that's the stream. I'll be back on Tuesday. Tuesday morning we'll be doing some doodling for my October challenge. We'll be starting the last one actually, because it's the last one of my characters that I can do on stream. I could theoretically do another one, but it involves Blender, and Blender crashes every 40 minutes. But yeah, we'll be doodling Tuesday morning, and Tuesday evening we are continuing our playthrough of Sherlock Holmes: The Awakened, which is a wonderful game.
The
Well,
original,
Mark.
not a remake.
They got a remake this year, which is not what we're playing. But apparently that's even more baffling. So, which is I don't know how that works. And then Wednesday we carry on with that. Thursday morning is more doodling. There is a not timetable, what's it? Schedule. That's the one. There's a schedule underneath on Twitch. But yeah, we do little Sunday friend drawings every Sunday at 7 p.m. I guess it's still British summertime at the moment. Doesn't feel like it anymore.
Yeah.
Finally. It's a game that makes you go, hmm? Good old crispy jank. Boo, Blender. But Blender's free.
I'm glad you ended that sentence there. It's free.
It's free. It's very good. It just hates my computer and most other people's computers. The development team focus on adding new features more than focus on making those features not crash everything. So, you know, it's entertaining. In what way is unknown. Oh, that's a good cutting review.
It really is.
And also, I released a video just before the stream of the first 16 time lapses for the October thing. October draw. I'll get a link, put it in chat because I'm bad at advertising. How does advertising work? I don't know.
You pick up a link and you drop it in the chat.
Pick up a link.
Or you make your bot have a command where we can
Yeah,
send
you
them to
make your
places.
bot do it for you.
That also works. I could do that. But it's too late now. Yes. Also, I'm really bad at ending streams. So
Goodbye, everyone.
goodbye, everybody. Have a lovely week, everyone.
I'll do it
Bye.
for you.
Thank you, Chief. Goodbye.